Hello, everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital Gossip. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Carly's bold move against Brennan and the battle for Jason's heart. General Hospital spoilers and updates tease that Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, might decide to leave Jack Brennan, Chris McKenna, and confront Britt Westbourne, Kelly Thibault, over Jason Morgan, Steve Burton. Although Britt insists that she has no interest in Jason, it's clear to everyone that she's not being entirely honest. Jason may face being torn between two lovers again. Britt is certainly set to be Jason's romantic interest, but she won't be the only contender. Observing Carly's actions in the September 17th episode of GH, it seems a love triangle might be forming. Carly couldn't help but boast about her past with Jason, which pales in comparison to what Britt has with him, at least in Carly's eyes. Britt made it clear that she has no desire to compete with the connection between Jason and Carly, even if she privately acknowledges that it isn't as solid as Carly believes. Additionally, Jason has yet to inform Carly about Jocelyn Jack's, Eden McCoy, WSB status, which is an important detail to consider. Carly will be livid with Brennan when the Joss WSB secret comes out. However, Carly is going to be much angrier with Brennan when the truth about Jocelyn's dangerous job is revealed. Brennan is the one who brought Jocelyn into this perilous situation, so it's likely that Carly will end up breaking up with him. This will leave Carly single and might even open the door for her to rekindle a romance with Jason. Carly might quickly forgive Jason's lies since they were about honoring a promise to Jocelyn. That's not nearly as serious as Brennan's deceit, as he is the main reason Jocelyn got involved in this chaotic spy life. Britt may not want to be Carly's competition, but it may wind up happening anyway. Britt doesn't wish to compete with Carly, yet it seems this storyline might be heading in that direction. As Britt gives in to her emotions and begins to fall for Jason again, Carly could find herself wanting Jason back in a romantic way. Britt understands that Jason often prioritizes Carly and those dear to her, but is there a chance that could change, Jason prioritizing Britt and starting to shift his allegiance? Only time will reveal the answer, but Carly is unlikely to let go of Jason without a struggle, especially since she doesn't like Britt. She stole her cousin's son. Once Carly ends her relationship with Brennan, she might set her sights on rekindling her romance with Jason, potentially leaving Britt heartbroken. Carly's bold move against Brennan and the battle for Jason's heart. The world of General Hospital is never short on jaw-dropping twists, but the latest spoilers promise a storm that will shake Port Charles to its very core. At the center of this drama? Carly Spencer, Jason Morgan, and the menacing John Brennan Cates. As Brennan's sinister agenda collides with Jason's divided loyalties, Carly is gearing up for a bold move that could alter everything, including her friendship, her family's safety, and even the future of her bond with Jason. Let's dive deep into the unfolding chaos, the shocking alliances forming, and why the battle for Jason's heart may be more dangerous than anyone expected. Brennan's dark shadow over Port Charles. Brennan has cemented himself as one of Port Charles's most formidable foes in years. The ex-WSB director has been pulling strings from the shadows, targeting Sonny Corintho's empire, manipulating Anna Devane, and now setting his sights on Jason. With his calculated mind and ruthless tactics, Brennan is making it clear, nothing is off-limits in his pursuit of control. But Brennan isn't just after power in the underworld, he's after leverage. And Jason Morgan, the man torn between loyalty to Sonny, friendship with Carly, and his own moral compass, is the perfect pawn in Brennan's dangerous game. Carly caught in the crossfire. Carly has always been the kind of woman who doesn't wait for trouble to knock on her door, she kicks it down first. Over the years, she stood toe-to-toe with mobsters, con artists, and even federal agents when it meant protecting her family and the people she loves. Now, with Brennan threatening to pull Jason deeper into his schemes, Carly realizes that waiting on the sidelines is no longer an option. She's ready to take matters into her own hands, even if it means stepping directly into Brennan's line of fire. Spoilers hint that Carly's bold move could involve exposing Brennan's latest plot, rallying unexpected allies, or even sacrificing her own safety to draw him out. What makes this so shocking is that Carly has typically fought her battles through Sonny or Jason, but this time she's determined to lead the charge herself. Jason's divided loyalties. Jason Morgan has always lived his life by a simple code: loyalty comes first. But what happens when the people he's loyal to stand on opposite sides of the battlefield? On one hand, there's Sunny, whose empire Jason has supported for decades. On the other, there's Carly, the woman who has been his confidant, best friend, and sometimes more. And now, standing against both, is Brennan, a man who understands Jason's skills and vulnerabilities better than most. The battle for Jason's heart isn't just about romance. It's about where Jason's loyalty will fall when push comes to shove. Will he prioritize protecting Sunny's empire, safeguarding Carly, or saving himself from Brennan's manipulations? Carly versus Brennan, the ultimate showdown. Fans are buzzing about Carly's decision to take Brennan on directly. This is more than just a personal vendetta, it's a war for control over Jason's future. Brennan's strategy has been to isolate Jason, making him question where he belongs. Carly, however, refuses to let Jason become Brennan's weapon. Her bold move may involve outsmarting Brennan at his own game, perhaps by using insider knowledge of the WSB's corruption, or even baiting him into a trap. But this won't be easy. Brennan is as ruthless as they come, and he won't hesitate to use Carly's family, including Jocelyn, as leverage. The stakes couldn't be higher, and Carly knows that one wrong move could cost her everything. The battle for Jason's heart. Underneath the power plays and mob wars lies the emotional core of this storyline: Jason's heart. For years, fans have debated where Jason truly belongs, with Carly, with Sam, or perhaps destined to stand alone as Sunny's enforcer. Carly's actions in this battle may tip the scales. By stepping up and fighting Brennan herself, Carly is proving not just her love but her willingness to risk it all for Jason. This could reignite feelings Jason has buried, pulling him closer to Carly than ever before. At the same time, Jason's loyalty to Sunny and his history with Sam can't be ignored. Will this storyline finally force Jason to make a choice that's been decades in the making? From mob wife to power player. This arc is also a testament to Carly's evolution as a character. She's no longer the impulsive troublemaker who stirred up drama for attention. Instead, she's become a protective mother, a savvy businesswoman, and someone who's willing to stand on her own 2 feet without relying on Sunny or Jason. Her bold stand against Brennan may mark a turning point, not just for her character, but for how Port Charles sees her. If she succeeds, Carly could become a power player in her own right, one who doesn't just support Jason but actively shapes his future. The ripple effect across Port Charles. Carly's bold move won't just impact her, Jason, and Brennan. The fallout is likely to ripple across Port Charles in shocking ways. Sunny Corinthos, with his world already in turmoil, how will Sunny react if Carly pulls Jason closer to her side in the middle of his war with Brennan? Could Sunny feel betrayed, or worse, abandoned, by the 2 people he trusts most? Anna Devane. Anna has her own scores to settle with Brennan. Will Carly's actions align with Anna's, or will they clash in dangerous ways? Sam McCall. Jason's past with Sam can't be ignored. Will Carly's closeness to Jason spark jealousy and reignite old tensions between the women? Jocelyn Jacks. Carly's daughter has been fiercely protective of her mother. If Brennan targets Carly, Jocelyn could get caught in the crossfire, leading to even more explosive drama. Fan theories. What is Carly's bold move? Speculation is running wild among General Hospital fans. Some of the most talked about theories include: Carly exposes Brennan's WSB secrets. Could Carly uncover classified intel that blows Brennan's operation wide open? Carly lures Brennan into a trap. Perhaps Carly will team up with Anna and Jason to bait Brennan into making a fatal mistake. Carly puts herself on the line. The boldest theory suggests Carly may offer herself as bait, daring Brennan to target her instead of Jason. Carly seeks new allies. Could Carly strike an unlikely alliance with Ava, Drew, or even Valentine to take Brennan down? Why this storyline matters. The Carly-Jason-Brennan arc is more than just another mob war. It's about history, loyalty, love, and survival. It forces Jason to confront where his heart truly lies, challenges Carly to step into her own power, and positions Brennan as one of the most formidable villains in years. For fans, this storyline is a payoff decades in the making. Jason and Carly's bond has always been unshakable, but never tested quite like this. The question now is, will they come out stronger together, or will Brennan finally succeed in tearing them apart? Conclusion: Carly's destiny in the balance. As the battle heats up, one thing is clear: Carly's bold move against Brennan will change the landscape of General Hospital. Whether she emerges victorious or pays the ultimate price, the ripple effects will be felt across every storyline in Port Charles. And when the dust settles, the battle for Jason's heart may finally reach its conclusion, with Carly standing at the center of it all. Fans should buckle up, because the next few weeks promise to deliver shocking twists, heartbreaking choices, and the kind of drama that only General Hospital spoilers. Nathan's triumphant return, with amnesia. General Hospital, GH spoilers reveal a juicy scenario surrounding the return of Nathan West, Ryan Pavey. Could his appearance be connected to the shady science being conducted in PC? Definitely maybe. Fans are pitching the wild rumor that Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens-Bruning, is the one who stumbles upon Nathan. How could he be involved with Britt Westbourne, Kelly Thibault, and Professor Hank Dalton, Daniel Goddard? Let's take a dive into the possibilities. Ryan Pavey returns. According to speculation heating up the blogosphere, Professor Hank Dalton is doing twisted experiments on dogs, monkeys, etc. Emma Scorpio Drake, Braden Bruner, wants to expose him, and one rumor is that Nathan is being used as one of Dalton's human guinea pigs. In Croatia, Pascal, Mark Forget, planned to use Jocelyn Jacks, Eden McCoy, and Vaughn, Bryce Durfee, as test subjects, which is similar to what is rumored about Nathan. Lulu Spencer finds Nathan West? The rumor goes on to say that Nathan escapes and Lulu finds him. Nathan West's return airdate is Friday, September 19th, and General Hospital spoilers for Friday reveal that Lulu helps an accident victim. Does Lulu find Nathan? His Maxie Jones, Kirsten Storms, is in a coma and Lulu and Maxie are besties. The next logical question is, what shape is Nathan in? Does Nathan West have amnesia? Nathan could have amnesia and not remember Maxie if being experimented on has wiped out his memories. However, if Nathan is Nathan, he will immediately ask about Maxie. At some point Nathan needs to be told that Maxie had a heart attack and is now in a coma. Fans know that Maxie eventually wakes up. Kirsten Storms is on an extended break from the show and expected to return. Does Nathan remember Maxie? Nathan will also be taken to his mom Liesel Albrecht, Kathleen Gotti, who is already dealing with a lot. Last week she had the horror of discovering that Britt has been playing dead for several years and didn't bother to tell her about it. Lyle fainted then slapped her wayward daughter. How in the world can she absorb another return from the dead? Of course we need to find out if Nathan staged his own death, or if he was kept against his will. What happens next in Port Charles? On a brighter note, James West, Gary James Fuller, finally meets his dad. We hope Nathan is of sound mind to meet his son, depending on what he's been through. Tell us what you think of Nathan's return. Today's shocking news of General Hospital spoilers. Nathan's triumphant return, with amnesia. The soap opera world thrives on shocking comebacks, tearful reunions, and jaw-dropping twists, and General Hospital, GH, has just delivered one of its most buzz-worthy bombshells yet. Fans are still reeling over the whispers and teasers swirling around Port Charles. Nathan West, long thought dead, could be making a triumphant return, but with a devastating case of amnesia that threatens to shake the canvas to its very core. If true, this storyline has the potential to rewrite relationships, reopen wounds, and throw Port Charles into utter chaos. Let's break down the speculation, spoilers, and ripple effects of Nathan's potential reappearance, and why his return could be one of GH's most shocking moves in years. Nathan West, gone too soon. When Nathan West, Ryan Pavey, was tragically killed in 2018, GH fans were heartbroken. The beloved detective was gunned down by his deranged father, Caesar Faison, and died in the arms of his wife, Maxie Jones. His death not only robbed Port Charles of one of its kindest souls but also left Maxie devastated and struggling to raise their son, James, without him. Nathan's exit was meant to be final, largely because Pavey had chosen to step away from the soap. However, in the world of daytime dramas, final rarely means forever. Characters presumed dead have returned countless times, sometimes explained by faked deaths, witness protection, or miraculous rescues. So, could Nathan be the latest GH character to rise from the ashes? Spoilers hint at a return. Recent GH spoilers have been dropping subtle but intriguing hints. Mysterious sightings, rumors swirl of a man resembling Nathan being spotted in a European clinic, confused and unaware of his past. Maxie's instincts. Word is Maxie may soon feel a strong pull, almost like she knows Nathan is still out there. Soap logic often follows intuition, and Maxie's gut has rarely been wrong. Dante's discovery. As a detective and Nathan's old friend, Dante Falconeri could stumble upon shocking evidence that Nathan never died but was instead whisked away to recover from near-fatal injuries. The buzz behind the scenes is equally hot. Pavey has teased in interviews that he'd be open to revisiting the character if the story was right. Could this be the perfect setup? The amnesia twist. Even if Nathan returns, it won't be simple. The latest chatter suggests Nathan could be suffering from amnesia, meaning he has no memory of his old life, Maxie, or their son. This twist isn't just soap cliché, it's soap gold. An amnesiac Nathan would open the door to Maxie's heartbreak all over again, as she faces the man she loves but realizes he doesn't remember her. James's confusion, meeting his father as a stranger. Albrecht's guilt and redemption arc, since Dr. Albrecht, Nathan's mother, could feel compelled to help restore his memory. Romantic obstacles, since Maxie has tried to move forward with other relationships, most recently with Austin and potentially rekindling something with Spinelli. Nathan's return complicates everything. Maxie's emotional roller coaster. If Nathan does return, no one's world will be rocked harder than Maxie's. She's carried grief for years, trying to honor Nathan's memory while also building a future for her children. Maxie and Spinelli. There's undeniable chemistry between Maxie and her ex, Damian Spinelli. Many fans have longed for Spixie to reunite. Nathan's return could shatter those chances, or, conversely, push Maxie into choosing once and for all between the two great loves of her life. Maxie's growth tested. Maxie has matured since Nathan's death, but seeing him alive yet not recognizing her could undo much of her healing. Would she fight to help him remember, or would she step back, fearing more heartbreak? Expect Kristen Storm's Maxie to deliver powerhouse performances if this storyline unfolds. James gets his daddy back. Soap kids often get left on the sidelines, but little James West's role could suddenly skyrocket. Imagine the emotional scenes of James meeting his father for the first time, only to realize his dad doesn't remember him. The story practically writes itself. James could be the key to Nathan regaining his memory. The boy may struggle with abandonment issues if Nathan doesn't immediately step into the father between protecting James from disappointment and helping Nathan find his way back to his family. This family dynamic would be poignant, messy, and gripping. A nightmare for Peter fans. Remember Peter August? As Nathan's half-brother and longtime GH villain, Peter's shadow still looms large over Port Charles, even after his fiery death. Nathan's return could reawaken painful history. Nathan may learn of Peter's crimes and betrayal after the fact, horrified that his half-brother caused so much destruction. Maxie could face a wave of guilt, having once trusted Peter. The mere mention of Peter could trigger unresolved tension between Anna, Liesel, and the rest of the town. GH never misses a chance to dredge up old wounds, so expect Peter's ghost, figurative if not literal, to resurface in this arc. Dante and Nathan, brotherhood restored? One of the most heartwarming aspects of Nathan's life was his brotherly bond with Dante Falconeri. If Nathan returns, Dante will no doubt play a huge role in supporting his recovery and protecting him from new dangers. But here's the catch, Dante's own life has changed dramatically. He's been drawn closer to Sam, balancing his career with family struggles. If Nathan leans heavily on Dante, it could test Dante's relationship with Sam, stirring jealousy or resentment. Liesel Albrecht, a mother's chance at redemption. Nathan's mother, Liesel Albrecht, remains one of GH's most complicated characters. Her crimes, betrayals, and manipulations have alienated her from much of Port Charles. But Nathan's resurrection could give Liesel a path toward redemption. She might play a pivotal role in nursing him back to health. If she knew he was alive all along, she'll face backlash for keeping the secret. Liesel's guilt over failing Nathan in the past could motivate her to be the mother he needs now. This storyline could finally bring Liesel's character full circle. The big question: who's behind Nathan's disappearance? Of course, no GH twist is complete without a sinister backstory. If Nathan didn't die, who saved him, and why was he hidden away? Possibilities include Caesar Faison's legacy. Did Faison have allies who spirited Nathan away for their own twisted purposes? The WSB, perhaps the spy agency, staged Nathan's death for his protection, and amnesia is a side effect of their medical intervention. Victor Cassidy's schemes. With Victor gone, GH still thrives on Cassidine chaos. Could Nathan have been another pawn in the family's decades-long games? The mystery of Nathan's missing years could drive months of story. Maxie's love triangle. Spinelli versus Nathan. If Nathan does return, soap logic almost guarantees a love triangle. Maxie may be forced to choose between Spinelli, the dependable co-parent who stood by her side, and Nathan, her husband who's suddenly alive but emotionally unavailable due to memory loss. This setup is pure soap gold. Spinelli could struggle with insecurity, fearing Maxie will always choose Nathan. Nathan may feel guilty if he regains his memory, but realizes Maxie has built a life without him. Maxie's heart will be pulled in two directions, leaving fans divided over which pairing they prefer. Soap magic. Why this return works. Nathan's potential return isn't just fan service, it's smart soap writing. Here's why. Built-in drama. His death left open wounds that still haven't healed. Long-term payoff. Maxie, Liesel, Dante, and James all benefit from story-driving material. Fan excitement. Nathan's death was one of GH's most mourned losses. A comeback would electrify viewers. Could Ryan Pavey really return? Behind the scenes, the question remains, would Ryan Pavey reprise the role? The actor has found success in Hallmark films but hasn't ruled out a GH comeback. In fact, his openness in past interviews about Never Say Never has fueled this entire wave of speculation. GH has a track record of luring back fan favorites. Look at Steve Burton, Jason, and Ingo Rademacher, Jax. If the storylines and timing align, Nathan's return could very well be in the cards. Fan reactions. Social media frenzy. Already, GH fans are buzzing online with excitement at the mere possibility. If Nathan comes back, I'm crying real tears. He was the best for Maxie. Amnesia? Yes please. Classic soap twist. Let's go. Spinelli versus Nathan? My Spixie heart is not ready. Expect hashtags like #NathanReturns and #WestIsBack to trend the moment spoilers confirm his comeback. What happens next? If GH pulls the trigger on Nathan's return, here's how the timeline could play out. Clues surface. Dante or Anna stumbles upon evidence Nathan is alive. Maxie senses something. She feels her husband's presence before she sees him. The reveal. A dramatic hospital scene or clinic rescue brings Nathan face-to-face with Port Charles. The fallout. Amnesia devastates Maxie, James, and Liesel. The long game. Months of emotional turmoil as Nathan slowly regains his memory, forcing Maxie to choose between past and present love. Final thoughts. Whether Nathan's return is a dream, a hallucination, or the start of an epic new chapter, the very possibility has reignited fan passion. GH has a knack for turning tragedy into triumph, and if Nathan walks back into Port Charles, even without his memories, it could be the shocker of the year. One thing is clear, if Ryan Pavey steps back into Nathan's shoes, fans will be glued to their screens, ready to see if love, memory, and family can truly conquer all.